All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
It's the brothers from Khan to my right,
Tazamakamah.
coming from the prophets in Babylon camp that's out here in Tampa, Florida. Before we move on further with this lesson, we want to give all honor and glory unto
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem HaKadosh.
Yahweh, who this world ignorantly calls God, which is named in Paleo Hebrew means He is, He exists. Yahweh Shah, who this world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, which is named in Paleo Hebrew means He saves, He delivers. And we also want to give double honors unto the apostles and bishops, a great millstone, teaching this truth and ruleth well. And today we just want to, touch up on something quick, how the Lord is in control of, all things. This is the book of Job, chapter 33, starting in verse 15. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed. Verse 16, then he opened the ears of men and sealeth their instruction.
Right. So, since the Lord's in control of all things, because this is the creator, when we go to sleep each and every day, when you rest, the Lord, He seals the instruction you're going to do for the next day. Everything you're about to do, eat, say, think. This is the power that we're talking about. All right, this is a great power. Imagine that you this is what kills free will. People don't understand that you're not in control of your life. The Lord has already sanctioned how your life is going to go and how it's instructed to go. And when you go to sleep each and every day, you don't know what you're going to do tomorrow. That's why, scriptures say, you have to say Lord willing, because you don't know if it's the Lord's will, it will happen, but sometimes it doesn't play out like that. Okay, go ahead though.
Verse 17, that He may withdraw men from His purpose and hide pride from men.
No, go back to 15 and 16.
Oh, 15?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, read 15 and 16 again.
It's the book of Job 33 and verse 15. In a dream and a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men and slumberings upon the bed, then He opened the ears of men and sealeth their instruction.
Right, like I said, the angels, they'll seal the instruction of what you're going to do the next day. This is the ultimate power. Imagine that. You getting controlled on what to do for the next day. All right. That's it on that. Let's jump to a different scripture. Grab Jeremiah. Let's grab Jeremiah.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1 and verse 5, and it says, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
Right. This is the Lord talking to the prophet Jeremiah. Before you are formed, this is before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. So how does the Lord already know you? Because, this is a Father of spirits. This is a creator. He knows you before you were formed in the belly. He knows everything about you, okay? Everything that you're good at, everything you're bad at, what you like and dislike, and what your life is set out to be. Okay, go ahead.
Continuing on, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
Right. So the Lord, He predestinated Jeremiah to already be a prophet. Okay, and Lord willing, us men that are in this truth, some of us may not be prophets, but we may be great teachers or we may be prophets. Who knows? Well, we'll find out when the Lord comes back. But you see, everything is in the control of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Even by us being in this truth, how the scriptures say, you did not choose me, but I have chosen you and ordained, and called you into this truth. Roughly paraphrasing. All right, we didn't set in our life and think about, I'm going to be teaching the Bible and things of that nature. No, All right, the Lord had already sanctioned that from the beginning. In the spirit world. All right, you got something to add? You want to add?
Yeah, we didn't wake up and decided like, okay, we're gonna go out the highways. We gonna do this and that. We probably was aspiring to be, things of this world. The Lord already had something
else planned
for us.
Right.
Even before we was born. This was sanctified and ordained for us to do.
Right. Before we were even formed in the belly. Just think about that. Before we was even formed, the Lord knew us. All right, you're gonna come back on earth and you're gonna do this for me. And we agreed. How was it on that?
Yeah.
All right, I got a scripture you can bring out. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 33, and verse 13. And it says, as the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him to render them as like of him best. Okay? And when you think about clay and a potter is in control of the clay. How he wants it to be designed, how he wants it to be sanctioned. Yahweh Bashim al-Shah is the potter, and we're the clay. All right, we're his creation. He's the creator. All right, and it says to fashion it at his pleasure. Okay, so we're fashioned to Yahweh Bashim al-Shah's pleasure, how he wants us to be, right? It says, so man is in the hand of him that made him to render to them as like of him best. Right? Verse 14 says, good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. All right, and like the brother was saying, and the Lord's control of all things. So why I bring this precept out is because this is the Lord's movie. All right, he has the good against the bad, and who is the bad? Esau, Edom, and the wicked, and he's classified as the son of the wicked, and we're the godly. All right, Yasharallah, the prince of the power. All right, this is how the movie was written. All right, good against evil, the sinner against the godly. Okay. Verse 15, it says, so look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are 2 and 2, one against another. Okay, so you can see that how the Lord wants it to play out is how he wants it to play out. The scriptures say not even Yahweh Shai knows when he's going to come back. Only the Father. And this is a heavenly power that we're talking about. Okay? The Father is going to send his Son back to come deliver the elect. And it's going to be in a magnifying way. Yes, we read it in the scriptures. All right, the Lord's going to come back in a massive chariot. But actually seeing it come back and, and manifest in your face, it's going to be a wild experience, okay? This is the Lord's movie, and he could be as dramatic as he wants. He wants a scene. He wants drama. He wants war, okay? He wants it to be action-packed for something he could remember, okay?
And how he wants things, how he wants you to, because we all have a will, a purpose, a lot, a role in this, this movie. And however the Lord wants it, that's how it's going to be. It's absolutely like nobody could do about it, man.
You could jump, let's grab Romans 9 and 19. Let's start at 18.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 9, starting in verse 18.
Yeah.
Therefore hath he mercy on whom he'll have mercy, and whom he will hardeneth.
So the Lord is going to harden who he wants to harden, the mind, and have mercy on who he wants to have mercy. You got to remember, this is the ultimate power that we're talking about. There's no such thing as free will. You have no power. We're nobody special. Okay? This is the Lord. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 19, thou wilt say then unto me, why doeth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will?
Right. Who have resisted the will of the Most High? Nobody. Okay? Not even the animals. The Lord sanctioned everything to be designed, even for a leaf to fall off the tree, for the birds to chirp in the morning. Everything is already designed how he wants to design. Nothing go against the will of the Most High. Why you think, when Satan, in the book of Job, the 2nd chapter, why Satan went to counsel to Yahweh? Why? Because these bug eyes, they say, oh, it's God versus Satan, but the Lord gave Satan orders, okay? Because Satan can't just do things on his own accord. The Lord made a bet with Satan, but Satan still execute the will of Yahweh Shem Shai, because he didn't kill Job, but he made him to, a fucking hell-like condition. Okay, and the same thing with us, okay? Ain't nothing going against the will of Yahweh Shem Shai. Yes, we may get chastened, but it's the will of the Lord, okay? Everything works towards the will of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, go ahead. Read verse 20.
Verse 20. Nay, but, O man, who art thou that repliest against Yahweh Shem Shai? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus?
Right. So is the creation going to tell the creator why you made me this way? Hey, I want to be changed to this. I want to have this and that. Wait, you can't talk to the creator that way. The creator made you how he wanted to make you, right? Go ahead.
Verse 21. Hath not the potter power over the clay?
Right. Have not the potter power over the clay? The clay doesn't have power over the potter. You got to remember, we are in the hands of Yahweh Shem Shai, how he wants to design us, how he made us, how he created our spirit. That was in his hand. He was that potter. We're just clay. We're his creation. How he wants to make us and form us. Right? Go ahead.
Continuing on, of the same lump, to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor.
Right. So it's basically the same thing how we read before in the book of Sirach. All right. He made one lump vessel unto honor, which is, the righteous, Yasharallah, and one unto dishonor, which would be the wicked. Okay. And you can see that the Lord's power is beyond our magnifying, our little old brains. Okay. Let's actually grab Jeremiah 17. And verse 9.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it?
Right. The mind is deceitful above all things. All right. Our mind plays tricks and games on us all day, every day. Okay. And is desperately wicked. Who can know it? All right. You're not supposed to trust in your mind so much, but you're supposed to trust in Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay. You have demons jumping your brain. Like, bro, this how powerful the Lord is. Like, the Lord can send you demons and a plague in your brain. You don't have control of that. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 10. I, the Lord Yahweh, searched the heart.
Mm-hmm.
I tried the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings.
I, Yahweh, searched the mind. I tried the rein. So, even the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, is in our mind as we speak right now. Everything you think about, everything you about to say, the Lord sees everything that you about to do. Okay? And he gives every man according to his ways, according to the fruit of his doings. Okay? That's why you always got to be humble and you keep your mind set on Yahweh Shem Shai and hope of Yahweh Shem Shai, because this is a wicked body that we're dealing with. All right? And the fact that we're being controlled to even do the will of Yahweh Shem Shai is a blessing of its own. Okay? to, you know, to do the right things, to do the work of Yahweh Shem Shai. We could be doing anything else the Lord, you know, designed us to do, but He has us here in this truth, you know, preaching His word. All right, this is a blessing. You can't take advantage of it and take it for granted, okay? Because you can have this truth one day and the next day it'll be gone. And then what you gonna do? You gonna tell the potter, give me it back? No, He gave it to you as a gift. Okay, he's the one that gave it to you. He could the one that could take it away and give it back. All right. So this is a power that's in control of all things. All right. Let's grab Proverbs 20.
Oh yeah.
You go ahead and break it down.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord Yahweh. How can a man then understand his own way? Right, man. Man's goings are of the Lord. So, you know, like the brother was saying, you know, from even the smallest thing, you know, the Lord have it ordained for you to, for example, like you pick up a cup, drink it, you know, the food, everything. Even, you know, you watching this video, us doing this video, you know, the Lord is in control of all of that, man. You know, we have no free will.
Even you may think about something during the day, like, man, I'm gonna or during the week, I should say, you know, you pray about, you know, seeking this truth or getting close to the Lord, and it'll be on a Saturday you run across the prophets.
We see that all the time.
That's man's going of the Lord, because the Lord answering your prayers right there, but you may not have clicked. It may not have clicked to you. It may not have caught you in that second. But we're out there opening and telling you that, hey, this is the Lord's will. The Lord ordained that you come out here, seek the prophets, and find the answers that you were seeking for. You know? We go ahead. You go ahead and read it back again.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 20 and verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord Yahweh.
Mm-hmm.
How can a man then understand his own way?
Right. How can a man understand his own way? If the Lord, you know, designed your goings, you're not going to understand your own way. You may think that you know, hey, I'm finna do this, but you never end up doing it. Why is that? Because the Lord didn't want you to do it. All right.
And I could add on too. You might think you're gonna do something. It might not go your way. You like, damn, like why is this happening? And the Lord have something else happening, and like, damn, it'll be a better benefit for you, man.
Mm-hmm. Or He don't want you to go to a certain place. You know, you may be late, or you know, something might happen. But it's all, you know, it's all from the Lord. Yahweh Shem Shai, let His will be done. Okay. You got anything else though? I pretty much got everything I wanted.
I ain't got nothing else.
Okay, you can close it out.
You know, with that, you know, Lord willing, you were edified. You know, if you were edified, hope for a leg will be edified. And once again, before we close out, we want to give all honor and glory unto
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Rakakwadash.
And once again, we want to give double honors unto the apostles and bishops of Great Millstone, who teach this truth and ruleth well. And with that, we're going to say Shalom.
Shalom.